After the thunderous thunder of Kia, it's the deep holes that are created. Bodies are everywhere. The guy who saw this was amazing. It's hard to understand why it turned out like this. Then he went back and told the old man. The village chief called Spring to come here. It's still about 100 meters away. I don't know how many traps there are in the snow. You have to call Spring. Others agree and say Theo. Village chief Bao Xian dragged here to fight the opening battle. There can be no more casualties. The old man thought as he listened to the people. At the beginning of spring, please don't attack this place. I am proud to say, no need. Yes, he can also beat this. But it's not at the door yet, has been so severely damaged. At the same time, the young man is constantly looking for the name Spring. But I can't see. Young people wonder. Ice and Snow Mutant SAO has not yet launched. It is less than 200 meters from the village. Even if mutants abstain from their abilities, we should move at a farther distance. Not more than 2000 I can still shoot him. Come over here, old man. Old village head narcissistic aesthetic. Tell me to pray for Spring. Please, I can't. Then he screamed for something. There is no Spring. Then we can't do anything, SAO. This boy is also cruel. There are so many traps around the house. Don't worry, people. We move forward step by step. Step by step remove all his traps. Then he pointed confidently. It's hard for him to get out of here. What are you afraid of him doing? He handed out a pair of binoculars and said. Try to look inside the house. See what's inside. One of them looked at the villa. He said, oh, Mom. Inside the viewfinder, he saw two girls eating and drinking. Then he went back and told the rest. Take a look. I didn't open my eyes. The next guy looked at the house and said. There's a lot of food. There are also two fairies. On the opposite side is SAO Paradise. But under the snow there are traps and bombs. How do we solve this? You should still call Spring. Based on his ability. Just a little bit. Is to be able to blow away all the snow. Traps or anything will come out. The old man was furious when he heard that. They're all useless. Look out in the village. We're out in the yard, the others. They're all cowards. This scared coward Kia. If anyone is scared, just go back. Less face from our family. Mr. BA, we are not cowards. One guy spoke up. What are you afraid of? Now I'm going to catch that guy. Show it to everyone. That's right. There's actually nothing to be afraid of. Just be careful. Is that these traps are nothing. People from the village continue to use snow to track animals. One of them saw that the trap had been thrown by the snow. I can see that this kid has nothing. Everybody stay away. Get rid of all the recent traps. Food, good drinks and pretty girls are almost all ours. The old man in the back held his hand. That's what it is. Keep moving forward. These traps don't make it hard for us. People continue to use snow to find traps. There are a lot of people from the village participating. Right now, Zhang Yi is using the barrel to observe from a distance. Young people say it themselves. The human mind is very good. Careful exploration has rendered most of the traps in the area unusable. But advanced equipment, it can't be fixed by this triviality. The old man gave a sign to the guys with guns. Then say out loud the men of the team shoot Theo. Zhang Yi must have discovered us. If he dared to shoot, then we shoot back immediately. A cocky gun carrier. Don't worry. As long as he shows his head, I'm going to aim right at his head. Shot into a hole. I can see you from the inside out. When I saw a lot of people attacking, I was very worried. Chao is worried about the others. How many more people have to die this time? And the Bile is worried about Zhang Yi. She muttered the translation. Zhang Yi, what is he doing? Can so many people attack here? When you hear that, you can say that. This is what you're afraid of, this little liver. You can walk next to the epidemic in the future. Immediately use the control phone. Start the noise reduction function of the villa. Continue. The young man started the lightning rumbling. There are constant loud explosions. The people outside were blown up one by one. A sea of fire enveloped. The body is the body of a young man. Speak for yourself. If there's a little more lightning, that's fine. That would blow up all these people. Let them suffer less. The eyes of the children are very scary. One of the guys had his leg blown off and he was screaming, "Save me, save me." It's a very scary sight to see. The honey can't stand it. You have to vomit in place. Chow may have to turn his face away. From inside the observatory, whispered R.A. Taking off your breath early is a good thing. I also suffer less on a cold day like this. They were lucky to survive a series of explosions. Quickly tell the old man. Mr. B.A., they're all dead. They're all dead. A guy hugging the old man's feet screaming. They're dead. They're all dead. They're all blown up. The heads are all broken. The old man fell out of the snow. This is the devil. He couldn't imagine holding his head and screaming. He's not who he is. He's the devil. We just want to get his supplies. And he killed a couple of 10 of us. Translator gives orders to automatic system. Open the window in front of me. The young man took out the arrows and the bow. Or practice shooting yourself. Just launched aesthetic translation. Half a month of training. With the help of the dysfunctional. His skill of shooting BA arrows. There's no need to aim properly anymore. Zhang Yi's 3 arrows shot straight at him. 3 arrows pierced through the apple. Right away, there were more people with apples. The terrified gun-wielding guys yelled, "There's a hunter." The guy with the tiger gun reported the weasel earlier. That's the next guy with an arrow in his head. The guys threw away their guns. Just ran a guy thinking. There's no way the snow is that big. Because the arrow can still shoot RA. The old man crawled on the ground and realized it. It's my fault. I should have listened to Zoe's advice at first. He saw the people of his village dead. I feel guilty. Slap yourself in the face. I deserve to die. I'm a sinner. Through the bow's barrel. From a distance Zhang Yi looked at the old man. If that's the case, stay here. Not even time to shoot. Then suddenly there's a tornado. To hide Zhang Yi's sight. I knew immediately the name Spring. That's it. I can't help it anymore. Young man takes out the sniper gun. The mutant from the east. In the end, it works. Spring Lightning just used his ability and shouted to leave. Hurry up, people from the village. They quickly ran away from each other. Spring Lightning just unleashed power and contemplation cannot go back. I had to endure the same escape last time. To take advantage of time, I also learned to be smart and know the old time. With this distance, I can't attack him for the time being. Let me see how long you can hold on. The young man took the armor from Ra's warehouse. Put your armor on. Truongyi told Chao Kaini and Yangmi. At home waiting for me to return. If Spring sees no movement, think. It's good not to chase that much. The snow is blowing. Young man took from the space warehouse out the off-road vehicle. Then the youth starts autopilot. The car just drove. The young man is crazy about people. From the village. The people who were shot with blood on them shouted. Spring stopped him. From the car after approaching. Immediately recognize people with skills. It's you. Zhang Yi. Continuous discharge of copper candy towards the name Spring Lightning. A copper candy shot through. It makes the Spring panic. There's a guy who's using a sleigh to help. Name Spring drag away in the car aesthetic translation. This is the best time to kill the enemy's mutant. Absolutely can't miss. If this opportunity is not taken advantage of, what chance is there? Spring Lightning continued to use his ability and told him to quickly withdraw. Now we can only make him miss. To reduce our casualties. The block is also closed. Then shoot the others. Not shoot at the Spring Thunder. I shot at the dog handlers. Snowmobile named Spring pulled a horror scene. The men who were shot were lying in the snow. Limited range of mutant power effects. I can't protect myself or protect everyone. People want to protect themselves. Then I will kill all the villagers. He kept throwing candy at the dead. Go to the village. I saw the other guy pull another body. The Spring name screamed loudly. Get rid of their bodies and run. These are the bodies of our father. To enter the land peacefully is not SAO. He said he threw the body out of the sleigh. The young man's driving through the bodies. Cat just let self-driving car. Young husband who came out of the window to shoot, with a headshot 2 names. The Sons of Terror shouted. Spring, think of a way to go. Even if people say that, I will. At this time, the Spring Thunder thought that it was already there. He threw his power behind him. The snow ice immediately cracked RA. Zhang Yi's car was approaching when the crack widened. So the wheel is going backwards. The car can't keep moving to the bar. Tighten your tongue in regret. The power of that psychic. That can cause the ice to crack. Angry, the young man fired shots at the people in front, looking at the people who have gone away. Watch out later. You can't fight them on the ice. If not, the intensity of his abilities is still not enough. Or the ice isn't thick enough. Then this time, my car and I both fell into the water. The young man had to drive back. Just walked into the house. The young man saw Chao Kuni and Yangmi are still waiting. Cho Kai asked. How to? Did we catch the mutant who attacked us last time? No, I sat down on the sofa. That person was so mean he didn't dare fight me face to face. It's his ability to escape. It's disgusting, not easy to kill. Yangmi was worried and asked Zhang Yi. You killed so many people. Don't be afraid of the future. Killing is illegal.